I'd have thought I'd have got a bit more renegade from shooting the counts, though. And I'm still questioning if it was the right thing to do or not. I really am. Alright, let's see. Memorial Hospital, Thane's in room 3. Aria's down in there. Presidium Commons. The Aaron Kanika down there in the marketplace. Wait, who's Kanik? James is in the holding area. No sign of Garrus. That's a bit odd. Right. Oh wait, some new stuff. Upgrades for concentration mod, shotgun, sniper rifle barrel, power recharge speed plus 10%. Not really interested in that one. Instructors at Grissom Academy have requested facilities on the Citadel to train young students who escaped the attack on the school but who are not yet ready to join older students in combat. We'll find room for the students if a Spectre approves the request. I'm definitely authorising that one. Well now, let's go and check out some weaponry. Because I do have a bunch of new weapons I need to have a look at in here. Okay, let's see. Actually, I've never used the Trackham launcher. I don't think. So let's give that a shot. Or 4. Wait a second, was that a secondary explosion? It was. Ooh, and I can spin it up as well. And the explosion seems to be area effect. Yep. Actually, that's quite an interesting effect on it. That one didn't, but charging it up increases the blast radius on it. Okay, now the last question I have about this weapon is, if I charge it up, will it do more? Yes, it does. Wow. That is an interesting weapon. But I'm focused on the Mattox, so... yeah, I'm not really too sure about that. Oh man, recoil on this thing is just... it does a lot of damage pretty quickly though. Its accuracy is poor, to say the least, but it's shredding through things unbelievably fast. Let's give it a damper. And leave on the extended barrel, because I don't want to put a scope on it. Now, what will a damper do? Quite a bit. But still, this is mostly a close-range weapon, but a very useful one. I'm definitely going to leave that equipped on Garrus. Phase drawn. I've never tried this one out too thoroughly. Okay, very effective against shields and health, but it's terrible against armour. That's pretty standard, that. Let's leave that on the mattock. Let's see, tried that one. The Viper, I remember, nothing new there. Submachine guns. Hornet. Give me my Hornet. Right. Okay, first fire. It's got massive recoil. If I want to make any real use of that, I would have to be very careful with it. Claymore, massively heavy weapon there. And I pressed the wrong button again. Ooh. Tore straight through that. And through that. And through that. But it has even less ammo available to it than my sniper rifles do. Which explains why it's so blooming powerful. I mean, look at that damage rating on it. Jeez. But yeah, I'm not really interested in those. I guess I won't actually mess around with my weaponry any further than that. That'll be enough for me. Actually, I've just had the thought that since Cerberus ended up not coming up the elevator...
Cerberus has changed their ciphers, and our code breakers aren't getting anywhere at the moment. I've got our best teams working in shifts on it, but ensuring Citadel systems integrity is just going to take time. If we can get some of their field encryption tools, maybe sample ciphers... I understand. Keep trying.
Citadel ciphering, eh? I was so afraid it was Cerberus that was going to come up through the elevator. Oh, the door's locked. I was afraid Cerberus was going to come up the elevator. I wasn't expecting that Bailey would show up instead.
My wife was just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out too. I was told you might be...
Of course. You're a Neotis spouse, correct?
They hit where? Did you know that? How are we supposed to predict the moves of an enemy we don't understand? Divert to... Crap, do we have any AI-enabled fragments of Sovereign? Any Reaper code I could analyze? No? Well, then they'll keep outmaneuvering our fleet, and Asari worlds will keep burning.
Sounds like the Asari are up against it now.
However, that might be a bit difficult.
A lot of people gathered over there. And a couple of CSEC officers keeping order, looks like.
Thank you again, Earth Clan. Our military strength is minimal, but we are proud to help as we can.
You're welcome. Anyway, looks like there's nothing else for me to do up here. Our next step will have to be, I think...
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Yeah, I'm going straight down to the hospital to see what's going on with Thane. Oh yeah, earlier I was thinking the Blue Sun's mercenary captain had not appeared in the holding docks. But that's because I still need to go to the Commons and deal with the General.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial
Oh
Hospital.
man.
I'm seeing it here too. We're low on metagel and synthetic blood, and we don't have enough volunteers. If we could get the rings of Elune from the Salian Nebula, we could declare a cultural crisis. People would have to listen. No, they're not just symbolic. The Asari revere Elune. She wore these rings after learning medicine from a Thane herself. She was like a Dalatress for your people. If we displayed her rings, we'd get more Asari support in the hospitals.
That sounds useful, actually. This place is a mess. It's just people injured everywhere.
Welcome to Serta.
Med gel capacity upgrade.
Thank you for shopping.
Use too much of my resources at the moment. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm not very happy seeing this place like this.
There's got to be something. I don't know what Cerberus was packing, but we're going to lose this patient.
Without a new treatment plan, we're stuck, and I can't think of anything beyond what we've already tried.
I know, but I can't think of anything else. Can you?
Chemical. Wait a second. Were they using something in the shots? Chemical treatment, chemical treatment. Patient with chemical burns. Lovely. Well, that's going to put a damper on things. And given how much Cerberus has shot me, I'm surprised I'm not coming down with stuff like that. See, Thane is in number 3. So it's around here somewhere.
I understand Palavin is very busy, but this is one of your own generals. He was stabbed with a poisoned blade by a Cerberus soldier during the attack on the Citadel. We can't identify the toxin. We're barely keeping him alive right now. It's some form of neurotoxin. If you could look at our charts... Of course, I understand. Even a general is just one man. Good luck.
A general, though, tends to be a bit on the important side. Turian poison. Doctor on the Citadel is looking for a Cerberus poison tails for Turians. Find a sample of the toxin. Right.
Who are we to choose who lives or dies? That's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment, but it won't help when we run out of supplies. I've seen this happen in combat before. And we will run out of supplies. Have you seen the projections the administration center made?
I have. The situation is going to get worse. What's your point?
We can't deny the facts. If we prioritize them, some of our patients are in a much better position to survive. If we take care of them first and ration our supplies, we can save some now, and enable ourselves to save more later.
We cannot do that. We swore an oath to help the sick regardless of their economic situations or their places in society. Who are we to choose who lives or dies? That's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment, but it won't help when we run out of supplies.
I'm going to have to go with the Solarian there.
And we will run out of supplies.
Help all that you
Have
can.
you seen the projections the administration center made?
I have. The situation is going to get worse.
Projections are not
We
facts.
can't deny the
They
facts.
are thoughts of
If
what
we
the future might be.
prioritize them, some of our patients are in a much better position to survive.
We're fighting right now to protect the people you're talking about. If you let these people die, that fight is for nothing.
It's not that simple. If we aren't careful about this now, we'll end up losing everyone.
Then we'll find a way. Look, we have more fortunate patients, right?
Yes, and I hate to say it, but the fortunate ones have far better survival odds.
And more credits. So we asked them for donations, to get more supplies, for those without credits.
What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? That's... You know, that actually might work.
See, there is always a way. Well, almost always a way. Still not found Thane. Aha.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for a Drell named Thane Krios.
Well, we have a Drell, but not under that name.
He was injured. Stab wound. He's a regular patient here.
It's all right, it's all right. I see. The doctors were able to repair a lot of the trauma. However, Mr. Krios is in the final stages of Keprel's syndrome. At its worst, Keprel's syndrome interferes with his blood's ability to carry oxygen. And he lost a lot. Now, they've given him transfusions, but frankly, there was a very limited supply of Drell blood on the Citadel.
Was. I do not like the past tense.
I'll get more. Give me his blood type.
That's not going to work. Only one other Drell on the station is a match, and that Drell is in with him now. We did all we could to help him through surgery, but his body can't replace lost blood with new cells. Too much shock. His son, Koliat, he's in there saying his goodbyes. You might want to say yours.
Oh no.
Commander Shepard, my father mentioned you were no longer incarcerated. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Koliak Krios. I came to donate blood and, well, he asked me to take off his oxygen mask so he could be comfortable. I don't think it will be very long.
I do remember you.
Your father helped me save a lot of lives. I'd like to be here.
Of course.
Commander, I'm afraid I won't be joining you again.
You've done more than enough, Thane.
That assassin should be embarrassed. A terminally ill Drell managed to stop him from reaching his target.
I'll pass the word along.
There's something I must do before it gets worse. I must... Kalahira, mistress of inscrutable depths, I ask forgiveness. Kalahira, whose waves wear down stone and sand.
Kalahira, wash the sins from this one, and set him on the distant shore of the infinite spirit.
Goliath, you speak as the priests do. You have been spending time with them.
I brought a prayer book. Commander, would you care to join me?
How could I refuse?
Kalahira, this one's heart is pure, but beset by wickedness and contention.
Guide this one to where the traveler never tires. The lover never leaves. The hungry never starve. Guide this one, Kalahira, and she will be a companion to you as she was to me. Why did the last verse say she?
The prayer was not for him, Commander. He has already asked forgiveness for the lives he has taken. His wish was for you.
Goodbye, Thane. You won't be alone long.
Goodbye, Thane. Thank you for the prayer, but... well... the way things are going, I might end up joining you before too long. However, I do have too much to do, so I'm going to put that moment off as long as I can. And that's the simple truth of it.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.